What is up, everyone? And today I'm in Wuhan, China. My name is Mike. Welcome to my channel. In this video I take a bullet train from Shanghai to Wuhan. It took about 4 hours and cost me $45 US. This is my first time to Wuhan, China. And in this video I will go around the city and see some of the major sites. I didn't know much about the city before I arrived, but I was pleasantly surprised. So let's go check out Wuhan. Why am I here? Like most of you, I never heard of this spot prior to 2020. Haven't heard much of it since. I guess it was a little bit of morbid curiosity. I wanted to see the city that created so much chaos for the rest of the world. So I jumped on a train from Shanghai. It was raining over there anyway. And I came here, figured I'd stay a couple days and check it out. I didn't know anything about the city. I was looking up things to see and things to do on the train ride over, but I'm here now and I'm excited to see the city. This is the pedestrian street in Wuhan. It goes quite a distance in this direction. My hotel's in this direction right on this road. And it goes to the river in this direction. There is a ton of food and shops. It was very noisy last night. It's a little more calm now, but it's 11 in the morning, so that's to be expected. I'm walking down to the river to see about maybe getting a ferry across the other side. There's a couple things I want to go and see over there. There is a ferry, at least the map says there's one. If not, there is a subway behind me. But I also wanted to see about maybe doing a river cruise tonight. So we'll see about that. Not sure what this building is, but it looks kind of old. And photographers were advertising people to take pictures in front of it last night. So maybe it's something historic. Alright, so I'm at the river and I did see on the map that they did have a ferry that went across the river. So I'm just trying to find out where that is. If not, the subway is not too far from here, so I can just jump on that. Alright, so I got a ticket. It cost about 20 cents US. It was 1.5 of their currency. I don't expect it'll take very long. I think it just goes right across the river. Well, that took forever. I don't recommend that you take the ferry. It just took entirely too long. My dumbass walked right by the subway, knowing the subway would probably be the quickest way over here, and wanted to do the ferry for the novelty of it all. After 20 minutes of trying to find it, which was partly my fault, taking a little bit of the long way just to explore a little bit, I sat on the boat waiting for it to leave for at least 20 minutes, maybe 30. And then it took maybe 10-12 minutes to cross. That wasn't too bad. But it just took a lot of time overall. It was really cheap. I mean, it was basically free to get across. But there is better ways to go, I guess. This is a food alley that I read about, and I was planning to come down here a little bit later, but I just happened to be walking by it. It wasn't planned. So it's going in the direction I'm going. So I'm going to walk through it now, although it doesn't look very open. Most of the stuff looks closed, so I might have to come back later anyway. Looks like there's a little bit more open down on this side. Wuhan burgers. Nice hamburger, does sound good. The famous dish here you're supposed to eat is something called hot and dry noodles. So there's another little alley here. If I see a place serving these hot and dry noodles, I think maybe I'll get a bowl, check it out. Just a lot of the same stuff over and over again. Some of the stuff is what's on a pedestrian street where I'm staying, over on the other side of the river. Unfortunately, I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. So I was able to get a bowl. I'm supposed to stir it up. And I'm going to put all of this hot oil on there. Give it a shot. On the bullet train over, a man sat next to me. He wanted to practice his English, and he was from Wuhan, and he told me to try this dish. Overall, I didn't think it was all that special. It was good, but nothing great. But if you visit the city, definitely give it a try. I arrived at the Yellow Crane Tower. I think this is the big site in town to come and see. It looks pretty cool. Looks like you can climb all the way up to the top. So yeah, let's give that a shot. All right, so I am going to climb up this Yellow Crane Tower. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a hike up the stairs, but I'm up for it. If you come to China, get used to that. Megaphones, the same phrase over and over and over again. Looks like there's another tower. I don't know if that's part of this ticket or not. And that bell, I mean the bell's obviously part of this. I don't know if that other tower out in the distance is too. A lot going on out there. Look at all these buildings. And they're building more. I think if you pay a fee, you can ring the bell. Alright, here's the other tower. It's much smaller. Looks like you can climb it also. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it was 70 in local currency to enter, which is probably about $9 US, maybe a little more. There's more after this? I don't know what's after this. I didn't realize this was so big. I thought it was just a tower. They got AC in here. The AC is nice. It's hot out there today. I think it's about 95 for my Americans, about 35 for everybody else. This tower doesn't have as many people in it, obviously. Very few, actually. And it wasn't that much of a climb to get to the top. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it was $70 to enter in local currency, which is about $9 and change US. I'll post the price on the screen. I got a ride-sharing car. It's the same as Uber, but here it's called Didi. I'll put a link or something on the screen so you can see. And I came over to a Buddhist temple. I don't remember the name. I was looking at two different ones, but I'll put the name on the screen so you can see. And yeah, let's check it out. It cost about $1.50 to enter, so not very much. It's not very crowded at all. I don't think I'll be here very long. It's not big, but let's take a look. A big bell, a courtyard. Looks like another little section over there. Some people coming through that doorway. A big building. There was no ticket office here when I got here. You had to scan a QR code on WeChat to pay. So you really do need some of these apps. They'll just make your life a lot easier. WeChat, Alipay, Didi, the car ride-sharing app for cars. It's cooking in the sun. Temple in front of me right now. That's what I saw in the picture, so. When I got here and I saw the other spot where I first walked in, I thought I was in the wrong spot, like I went to the wrong temple. But here it is. You just gotta kind of walk around and search for it a little bit. Some of the videos might look a little dark and shadowy at times, but it actually looks that way in person. It's like a haze in the air, and just where the sun is at certain times. It actually might clear up now that the sun is going behind a cloud. Well, let's go check this out. You know, I don't see anybody walking around up there. And there's a lot of people on the ground, so I'm guessing you can't go up. This is like a little DoorDash robot. A driver brings the food to the hotel, a hotel employee puts it in the robot, programs the room number, and the robot brings it directly to the person's room. Pretty cool. I got this room for $30 a night. It's right on the shopping street, the pedestrian street. Big king-size bed. I think there's a refrigerator. And of course a bathroom. So not so bad for $30. Today is my last day in Wuhan. I had plans to do a couple of museums and a lake. The museums are basically on the lake. The museums are closed on Monday, and today's a Monday, so the museums are out, but I'm still going to do the lake, check that out a little bit, and afterwards maybe I'll see if I can find something else to do. It's a little bit cloudy today. It's been raining on and off a little bit, but it's not raining right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go check out the area a little bit. If anyone's interested, I used a Didi car to get here. It cost about $2.50. I'll put the price up on the screen. It was about a 20-25 minute ride. So very affordable to use the ride sharing app here in China. Okay, so I'm over at the lake now. There's this area right here with all these big leaves, and it's in a big area. And then there's this path with all the bikes. So I guess people rent bikes and ride around the lake. And then the lake's over here. On the map, it's a large lake, especially for being in the middle of a city. So yeah, I'll walk around it a little bit. I'm definitely not walking around the whole thing. It's very large. But yeah, let's check it out. This is Dongdu Lake. I think I'm saying that right. I heard somebody local say it. So I'm just trying to repeat the way they said it. It's a nice little walking path. You can ride the bikes on this road. I haven't seen any vehicles like you know, cars or anything like that. So it's just been bicycles. They have those little tourist buses. This is some kind of, I guess some kind of gate. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a memorial of some sort. I think I'm going to start walking back towards the entrance. I've been walking for quite a bit. I did plan to rent a bike, but my Alipay wasn't allowing me to do it, so I had a local help me, and my app looked different than theirs, where they had an icon for the bicycles and I didn't. So I don't know if it's something I have to set up or not. I'm not really sure. So I obviously didn't get a bicycle, so I was stuck doing it on foot. So I don't want to go too far because I don't want to spend 2 or 3 hours walking around this lake. So I'm going to head back now. I read about this building. Said it was famous and popular. And yeah, it's kind of crazy here. Look at all these people taking pictures of it. It's pretty close to my hotel. It's only about a 15-minute walk. And there's a building like this in Shanghai. There's one in New York, the Flatiron Building, you know, that kind of triangle shape. But here, I've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. People totally ignore it in New York City. Look at all these people. And they all got balloons. Odd. This is the pedestrian street at night. As you can see, it's really busy. There's a lot of people walking around, getting food, going shopping. This is a street food area. It's right off of the main pedestrian road, so very close. There are a ton of different options and foods that you can try over here. My next video is from the historic ancient city of Xi'an, so check that out when it comes. Thanks for watching. See you soon.